Yo. You're in the mix.
The world's finest, man. DJ.
Welcome to the Big Rich Movie Review Hour here on YouTube. Every Monday evenings weekly.
Oh my God. Shut the front door.
What?
Sit back as we break down some of our favorite movies and compare opinions and ratings. No, there will be spoilers during the broadcast. Always remember to like, share, and subscribe.
What's good, people? What's good, people? Big Rich here from Big Rich Live on the Mike Radio Show here on YouTube. Welcome to this episode of Big Rich Movie Review. Today, we're going to get right into it. We're going to talk about a film that I saw a couple of months ago when it came out, but I'm just actually getting around to reviewing it. And we're going to talk about John Wick Chapter 2. John Wick Chapter 2 is a action, suspense, drama type flick starring Keanu Reeves. It came out February 10th, 2017. It's 2 hours and 2 minutes. IMDb score is 8.1 out of 10. Rotten Tomato score is 90%. The estimated budget was $40 million and it made $161 million and $161.3 million. That's sometimes when people sit up there and say that, sometimes Rotten Tomato or the IMDb score doesn't really mean anything when it comes to gross output because, a lot of people they really don't read those type of reviews and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They really don't, it all depends on how you mix it up, if it's a good and bad type thing. But let's get into this flick. This is part 2, like I said, chapter 2 from the original movie. And like I said, it was starring Keanu Reeves. The big bad is Ricardo Scamacco, who plays Santino D'Antonio. You got Common, the rapper, was in it. Lawrence Fishburne, my man, Ruby Rose, John Leguizamo, and a whole bunch of people. I enjoy this movie. All movies have ebbs and flows, right? But this movie, the ebbs weren't as bad. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. It was peaks, but the valleys wasn't so low. It was like peak, then valley, then peak, then maybe a little valley, then peak. That type of stuff. It pretty much kept you well engaged. Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah. I keep forgetting. Spoilers. Lawrence Fishburne played not a significant role in the whole movie, but his role, you can see, had some stake with that. It had some meat on that bone. So I definitely enjoyed that. It was good to see him and Keanu back together. They haven't been together in a movie since The Matrix. And, the rags are saying that, Lawrence actually reached out to him and said, hey, bruh, you got something for me in here? And Keanu had the writers write him in. So it wasn't, he was initially supposed to be part of the cast, like his character wasn't in the original screenplay. So you can see that there's some love and all that type of stuff there. But this chapter 2 actually happened. It wasn't like a year, 2 years, 6 months, 3 years after the first one. It's actually 4 days. So when you first start, when it first comes on and you start the movie, John Wick actually tracked down his stolen 1969 Ford Mustang Mark I at a chop shop that was owned by Abram Tarasov, who is the brother of Vilgo and the uncle of Yusuf. Okay, remember, Yusuf was the one who had killed his dog in the first John Wick. So he went and killed him, and then the dad after turning his son's location over to John Wick, then tried to get John Wick killed. So John Wick had to go and kill him. And basically is one of those, John Wick character is one of those like anal type people that, if you hurt him, if you cross him, anything like that, he got to kill you. And no matter what's in the way, he got to kill you. So after all of that, he took care of all of Abram's henchmen, but spared him, under the auspice of peace, and then he goes home. Now, when he goes home, the big bad, which is, like I said, Santino D'Angelo, he pays John Wick a visit to his home, and he has this coin. Now, anybody who saw the first one realized that John Wick was just this assassin that would kill people with pencils. He was like the number one assassin in the world, and he met a woman who he wanted to marry. So he asked Vigo, who was the big boss at that time of the Italian mob, asked him to be released from his contract. And once he finished the whole impossible deal, he was let go. And basically he was let go under the auspice of, okay, you're free, but we have this coin that if we should ever need you, you got to come back, and do this one thing or whatever. So Santino came. He wanted to reveal that he complete this impossible task was allow him to retire and marry Helen. That was John Wick's wife, who passed away of natural causes. John asked D'Antoni for help as a form of contract. D'Antoni swore John to a mark of an unbreakable promise symbolizing a blood oath medallion. Then D'Antoni printed the medallion to demand service of John, but John refused. Because at that time, he was like, look, I'm done with all of that. I'm done with all that. So D'Antoni told him, said, look, I wouldn't have done anything, which I don't believe. But he said, I wouldn't have come and asked you to do something if you didn't come out of retirement to kill the Russian mobsters, right? Who ran the chop shop, and the son killed the dog and all that type of stuff right there. When John refused, D'Antonio tried to kill him, used a rocket launcher, sent it inside his house, blew him to basically Kingdom Come, blew everything. So at that time, John decided, okay, look, I got to do it. What is the deal? So the deal was for him to kill D'Antonio's sister, who through the passing of their father was given a seat at the table. It's like the Illuminati type thing. So it's like 11 seats, and it's made up of high-powered gangsters all over the world. So she was able, I want to say through a will of their dad, she was given that seat. So she was like the creme de la creme, and he was below her. So he couldn't get his punk ass self to kill her. So he wanted John Wick to kill her, knowing that there was no way that people can stop John Wick. Well, John Wick reluctantly took it because it was a blood oath. He had no choice. If he did not take it, he would have to run for his life for the rest of his days. So he shows up doing his Ghost in the Shell, cloak and dagger type thing, and waits till all of her bodyguards leave. He shows up behind her. She already knows what the deal is. She already knows that she's a dead person. So she commits suicide. Well, John, again, trying to make sure that the deal is done. After she slits her wrists, she's naked in a tub. She's bleeding out. He shoots a double tap to the top of the head. Make sure it's done. Okay, so now he's figuring, John is like, okay, I just have to escape her men, because eventually they're going to find her, and I need to escape her men, and, I'm better than all of them, so I'm good. Little did he know that D'Antonio has set a marker up for him to be killed as retribution for killing his daughter. Killing his sister, which D'Antonio was the one who set it up in the first place. So that was just weird. So now he has to fight and he has to flee the sister's henchmen, the sister's bodyguards that he killed, that he killed for D'Antonio and D'Antonio's people. So, I mean, he's double and triple cross and he's trying to get from X day to B. And he basically takes out all but like one of D'Antonio's men. So D'Antonio now, he calls in a marker to kill, put a contract to death, right? He opens a $7 million contract for the death of John Wick, right? So now, not only does he feel betrayed and he has to get and kill D'Antonio, but now he has to worry about everybody and their mama trying to come to him to kill him to get this $7 million contract. So, most of, and now you're in the second part of the movie. So like you get from your second to your third part, which is the final part, and he's just laying down. You know how John Wick's doing, killing you in the head, shooting you in the balls, all sorts of stuff, taking out. D'Antonio's number one was a female who, I'm trying to get her name. Her chief, no. Where is it? Okay. Ruby Rose. She was Ares, right? She's an assassin and D'Antonio's mute security enforcer. She played a great role. I mean, you want her to get killed, and when John Wick gutted her and killed her, you was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So she played a great part for you to hate her. You know what I'm saying? Great part. Common was excellent. You could see Common is taking, maybe he's taking some type of acting lessons, or maybe it's just that he's practicing on his own. But you can see he's a lot better than when he was when he first started. So I would like to see Common a lot more. Keanu Reeves, I mean, what are you gonna say? Keanu is just Keanu. This is a great role for him. They already set it up for John Wick 3. So I'm not going to really get too much far in it. But what I will end this by saying is I will agree with the IMDb score a little bit more. IMDb score was 8.1. I'll give it an 8.5, a solid B+. This is definitely something, and I actually think that it's still in limited review or limited release in certain movies. If you can see it in the movies, definitely do that. But if not, stream it, get it on Redbox, buy the Blu-ray. This is definitely something that you will enjoy. You will not go wrong watching this. The diversity in the cast is excellent. Everybody played their role. Like I said, the valleys weren't deep at all. So it's definitely a take-home flick. So what I would say to that is go ahead on and see it. Like, share, and subscribe if you can. Each one teach one. Push this out to your your media platforms. I'd appreciate it. We will see you again next week. We will be on time for sure. Okay, so in the meantime, in between times, stay blessed, stay safe, stay woke. Peace, and I'm out.